This is the 2018 Nissan Rogue S. This Rogue has the gun metallic exterior and the charcoal cloth interior. It is one of the most popular compact SUVs, competing with vehicles such as the Kia Sportage, the Toyota RAV4, and the Honda CR-V. And at the base model like we have here, the Rogue does come well equipped for the class. So the Rogue we have here does have the 17-inch steel wheels. Aluminum wheels are optional in the S trim, and then they are standard in all of the rest of the trims, such as the SV and the SL trims, which are obviously well more equipped than what we have here. The S trim is the only trim level in the Rogue that comes with the standard key. It's pretty traditional and familiar from what the others have. Also, you got, your little flip thing over here, and then on the key fob you have your lock button, you have your unlock, and then you have the panic button. As I mentioned, this is the only trim level on the Rogue that does not have the smart key access system. So the rest of the vehicles, other than the S models, would have, the button on the door, and then they would have the smart key system and the push button start inside. As mentioned, the interior color of this vehicle is the charcoal cloth. Start the vehicle up. So the Rogue does have one of the best looking interiors in the class. I mean, this is the standard model. The base model, it's got no options whatsoever. And let me tell you, this thing is pretty nice for the class. I know a lot of the SUVs, such as the Kia Sportage, come standard with the smaller screen, whereas this one does come standard with the big 7-inch screen. You got your menu over here. You can access your Bluetooth, your text messages, your call history. You can also change the brightness over here. Your rear view camera settings are also right here for you. You got your dual. This car doesn't have the dual climate control, but it's got the fan on this side and the temperature on the other side. And then you have your defroster as well as your source of air right on the dashboard right here. You also have your USB connect, your aux, along with the cigarette lighter. Now, this vehicle also does have a USB along with the cigarette lighter inside the glove box as well. The center console. So this vehicle has the 6-speed automatic transmission with the sport mode. The speedometer on this vehicle too is actually pretty nice for the class. It's like all lit up with nice colors. I mean, I've got my hand controls right on the steering wheel. I can access my different modes on the middle of the gauge. You got your tire pressure, your chassis control, your settings as far as the clock, vehicle settings, all that good stuff. You got your average speed up here. You have your trip information. You have your fuel economy as well. And then your source for the audio. On the driver's side door panel, you also have your controls for your power mirrors, both driver on the left and passenger on the right. You have your window lock. You have your lock and unlock buttons on the vehicle. You also have your 4 window controls, the driver's window being automatic, up and down. Even at the base model, the Nissan Rogue does come standard with the blind spot detection on both sides over here, which is very, very helpful as far as safety goes. It'll always inform you of whether or not there's a vehicle in the lanes beside you, which is a very important safety feature. It eliminates, a vehicle being in your blind spot. Another familiar option that the Rogue comes standard with is the reverse camera. it is getting dark right now, so it's kind of blurry. But overall, the quality of the camera is pretty good for the segment. 2018 and 19 vehicles are pretty much coming standard across the board with the rear view camera, especially the SUVs. As I mentioned before, this vehicle does have the Bluetooth audio connection, so you can get incoming phone calls, receive incoming and send out text messages, all that good stuff right through your phone. You won't even need a USB cable anymore, so that's definitely helpful. On the dash, you also have your tuning knob as well as the volume knob. Rogue does have a decent amount of cargo space as far as compartments and storage goes. I mean, the glove box is pretty deep, as well as I keep wanting to call this the glove box. This is the center console, and then the actual glove box. And then you've got some cubbies over here. You got your 2 cup holders. You got your pretty wide door panels over there. Same thing on the other side. So, I mean, for the segment, it's a pretty relatively roomy cabin, I must say. The 2018 Nissan Rogue S. Please drop a like and a comment below, and let me know what vehicles I should pick for future videos. Thanks for watching.